Welcome back, Cards.
This week, everything homecoming,
The Walk of Champions is dedicated,
and Hoover students get set to tutor at Clark Middle School.
I'm Aaron Barañón.
And I'm Esnader Villanueva.
We are halfway through this week, and Wednesdays are awesome. Last week, we had our annual homecoming float competition. Here is Lonnie Maturino with the report.
Last Friday, the Hoover football field was the stage of this year's homecoming floats. Freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors made their best effort to be the winning skate and have a chance to perform at the night's homecoming football game.
Welcome Cardinals to Hoover 2015.
The spirit and enthusiasm was already high up minutes before the performances. Everyone was prepared to give it their all, and finally the big moment arrived.
Brown grass or green grass. Pick your fence or barbed wire. Never ever put them
Every single class showed their best moves, but only one had to be the winner. The moment everyone was waiting for, the judges had made a decision, giving third place to the freshmen, a tied for sophomores and juniors, leaving the seniors as absolute winners.
We feel amazing. We won. I mean, we got first place. This is the first time we got first place in like all this time.
I feel like the competition was hard this year. Like everyone was really good, but I feel a tie wasn't really what should have happened. I think if you're gonna give us second place, but if you're gonna tie, might as well just tie everyone.
Honestly, as freshmen, I think we did a good job knowing that like we had more than other freshmen each year, and I think we deserve second place, but that's just me.
I think we did good because we did better than last year. I think we should improve every year, and then we're gonna be accomplished. We're gonna be the winner next year. Watch.
Jack Goodall, a profound entrepreneur and Hoover alum, has been one of Hoover's biggest contributors. We caught up with Goodall for an exclusive interview.
On Friday, October 2nd, 2015, Hoover held a ceremony dedicating the newly built Walk of Champions to Jack and Mary Goodall. Jack Goodall, the former president of Jack in the Box, attended Hoover with his wife in 1956 and feels it is important to give back to the community.
I feel that it's very important to give back, particularly to those institutions that have helped you along the way, and Hoover has had a big impact on me personally. I met my wife here. We had a 50-year marriage, wonderful. And I would like to help Hoover. I've mentored a number of the students over the years, as well as giving back financially, and I'll continue to do so.
Mr. Goodall donated a large sum of money to his former high school, and in return, Hoover decided to engrave both him and his wife's name in their honor. After speaking with Mr. Goodall, he gave this final piece of advice to all Hoover students.
It's not so important of what you do in life in terms of a career, it's how you do it.
Last Saturday, Hoover's homecoming dance was held at the Hilton Hotel in Mission Valley. All of Hoover's classes had the chance to show up and have a good time. It ran from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. and this year's DJ was our very own Caleb Pineda, who led all the students to the dance floor as these Cardinals showed us how to boogie on down. The Hoover homecoming court had the chance to prepare their very first dance. Overall, the event was a great success thanks to our students and Hoover ASB.
Speaking of homecoming, here's Ali and Aiden with the homecoming game recap and sports info.
Welcome to Hoover Sports. This week we had the homecoming football game against Scripps Ranch, an interview with the cross-country coach, Chris Brewster, and a recap on Hoover Volleyball and Hoover Rugby.
Hoover varsity football went against Scripps Ranch for an epic homecoming game. In the first quarter, Hoover made a touchdown with no completed field goal or two-point conversion, still giving us the lead. In the second quarter, we maintained with a score of 6-3, Scripps gaining only a field goal. Then in the third quarter, Hoover still held the lead 20-12. In the fourth quarter, things started to get intense. Hoover maintaining 20 and Scripps catching up with the score of 18. Eventually, in the fourth quarter, Scripps Ranch ties up with Hoover 27-27, which then throws us into overtime. In overtime, Scripps Ranch was able to complete their touchdown and settle the game at homecoming, 33-27. Although it was a loss and by far an amazing game, Hoover showed an amazing amount of school spirit, emotion, and bravery. From dancing to the music, it was all the hype for our varsity football Cardinals. Good fight, Cardinals.
Now it's time for the interview with Coach Brewster as he updates us on Hoover Cross Country.
How is the team currently standing?
We have a group of runners that have been with us some of them since the 8th grade. A good group of seniors, and we've gone to a few invitationals. Invitationals are basically meets where you get up to 20 schools that all run in races together, and our girls are faring very well, very competitive with some of the better schools, not only in San Diego but also in Orange County and LA County. The boys have placed third, second, and fourth at just different invitationals, and have beat up to 20 to 25 schools. So the boys are doing really good.
Last week, Hoover Volleyball won their home game against Crawford High School with a score of 3-0. They are currently first in league with a record of 4 wins to 0 losses and have an overall record of 10 wins to 2 losses.
Adon Martinez back in front of the camera with an interview with a rugby player.
What does someone need to do in order to join rugby?
Somebody needs to look for us on school grounds, and we wear our duffel bags. It's black and red, and it has an Aztec head on it.
Considering this is a Hoover team, is this a Hoover sport or is it a club?
It's a club because it's between 2 schools, Health Science High and Hoover.
What does rugby mean to you?
Rugby is a very difficult sport. I'm not going to lie, it's difficult. And I recommend it for people who are out there and who want that challenge. So I'm challenging you to join rugby.
Thank you for watching Hoover Sports. See you guys again next week.
CLNS News Entertainment Student Television.
Hi, my name is Lily T, and I'm here to ask you about what do you like better, extremely hot or cold weather?
I prefer cold weather because if it's hot, I'll get blacker and darker, trying to keep my complexion straight.
The cold weather is better because I don't even know, it's just better. I don't even know, bro.
Cold weather because, you could always adjust to it. Can't really adjust to the heat besides AC.
I prefer extremely cold weather. Extremely cold weather.
Not hot.
Nope.
I like the cold weather better.
Hot weather.
Cold weather.
Cold weather. Cold weather because it's better and you can see people fall, so. Cold weather.
Cold weather. Cold weather.
I prefer the cold weather because it's awesome and you can cuddle.
Hot weather.
Cold weather.
Cold weather. It's better.
Cold weather.
Cold weather.
Cold weather.
This week, Mr. Fitz and Jose Talamantes sits down on the red couch and discuss about the Cardinal to Clark program with Alondra.
Hi, I'm Alondra and I bring you the Red Couch Conversations. Today we have Mr. Fitz and Jose Talamantes to talk about the Cardinals Clark program. Thank you for joining us. What are the requirements and how can you apply?
Some of the requirements we currently have is to have a 3.0 or higher, and we would definitely prefer to have a higher than a 3.0. in order so that we can definitely get those students that have their class knowledge or academic knowledge, in order so that the students at Clark get a full understanding of the classes they're taking over there.
What was the inspiration for the program?
Well, the inspiration came when I was running the after-school math program here a few years ago. I had a lot of demand, and I had more students coming for tutoring than I could service. So I looked for help, and I got some student tutors to help with them. And as that grew in popularity, I ended up having more student tutors than I needed. We got into a collaborative with the City Heights Collaborative with Clark and SDSU. And I found they wanted some student tutors, and they would love to have some high school tutors. So just kind of connecting the kids here with the kids there.
Why the concept of students tutoring students?
Clark and the students there appreciate having high school students mentor them. And then our students get to go there, and they get to really develop relationships and grow into a leadership role and realize that other students are looking up to them, and they're really, what they do can impact to their whole community.
Why should students join? Are there any incentives to join?
Well, some of the incentives we currently have is some tutoring hours, which are always great for both the graduation, which I don't think we have anymore, the graduation requirement, and the having head start with our hours for any college applications, as some colleges really do require a certain amount of hours in order just to apply. And along with that, what basically happens is students will get a understanding of how, what it is to be a mentor and a leader, along with the students that will join us here at Hoover very soon. And with that, yeah, basically we also get to help them out. Since we're closer to their age, they get to understand what we mean, what we say a lot easier. And instead of it being adults saying their 20s, early 20s, late teens, talking to kids that are pretty much barely getting the concept of what's ahead of them or what's expected of them.
How long does the program usually last?
Well, every day they go for about an hour, and then we're hoping to go through May or June, close to the end of the school year.
May or June.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. We have
Thank you
a
for
present.
having us. Ooh. Ooh.
Naked juice.
All right.
I hope you like
Rochambeau.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's Cardinal calendar. The application deadline for Mr. Fitzpatrick's new tutoring program at Clark is this Friday. You can pick up and turn in the application in his room 203 or A11. CSU and UC schools have started taking applications through November 30th. For more information, visit your Gear Up advisor in room 1201. College Prep Day will be held Wednesday, October 14th. 9th through 11th graders will be taking the PSAT, which will help them prepare for the SATs. Juniors who do well will be entered to receive a National Merit Scholarship. Seniors will participate in a series of workshops ranging from university and community college applications to career preparation. Progress reports are due today, October 7th, and will be handed out to students next Thursday, October 15th. And today, October 7th, is National Frappe Day. Gather with friends and go to your nearest coffee shops. That's a wrap for this week's Cardinal calendar. Catch us back next week.
Struggling with life, relationship problems, issues at home? Next week, we will introduce a new segment to the Nest called The H, where we find the experts to give you advice on any issues you have going on in your life, from health to personal issues. If you want your questions answered, take a picture of the QR code on the screen, or you can find the link on the YouTube description box. Thanks for tuning in to the Nest this week. Be sure to smash that like button.
And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe for more content every Wednesday.